Hey, what's going on, guys? Me, the Crossback, with you again here today, bringing some more MMO action. In this video, you will see our third round of the regular season PvP battles. I had a little incident with my OBS. It updated, changed all my settings, so I recorded the video with no sound. So what this video is me cutting it down to just specifically the battles, cutting everything else out, and doing a voiceover so that there is some sound for you guys on this video. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but I hope you guys enjoy the video anyway. If you do, leave a like, feel free to leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't already for more content, and I will put Matt's channel in the description below so y'all can check him out as well, and we will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Hey, what's going on, guys? We are jumping into our first battle. We have Dylan versus Squash, and we have Audino versus Axu. Axu hits with a Dragon Claw, and Audino counters with a Yawn. I do believe Audino is at a disadvantage. This Axu has really high attack. See what Axu can do on the attack now. Axu is going to fall asleep though. It's going to be key. Decent damage, and Axu did fall asleep. And a Dream Eater. Ooh, that's an interesting move for an Audino. Really good damage there. We'll see what Squash decides to do. And they have a stare down. Squash decides to swap out and throw in Conquistador. Audino used Surf. Oh, he called that. I would have thought he'd use Dream Eater again, but he doesn't. Conquistador takes a little bit of damage, and a Drain Punch. This should give Conquistador most of its energy back, its health. Yep, healed it all the way back up. And Audino goes down, putting Squash up 6-5. And Dylan follows with an Octillery. And a Thunder Punch from Bob the Builder, or Conquistador, and that's going to do massive damage. Octillery does survive, uses Ring Out, does decent damage to Conquistador. This could be it for Octillery. Yep, there goes Octillery, and now Dylan is down 2 Pokemon. Oh, he throws in Salt. Sock is a really powerful attacker as well. He uses a Dig. It's an interesting move choice, but he does dodge the Drain Punch. Squash withdraws his Pokemon, throws a Melodic. Didn't do a whole lot. That Dig didn't do a whole lot to Melodic. Let's see where Dylan goes from here. Choosing to use Bulk Up to raise his attack and his defense. An Ice Beam from Melodic. Decent damage, not too bad for Melodic there. Heals with Leftovers. Another Bulk Up from Salt. Dylan is trying to get Sock into a position to be able to sweep here. He's going to take another Ice Beam from Melodic. Doesn't get the freeze, but he's in. I lost my words there. He's in range for a KO now. Oh, he uses Dig after 2 bulk ups. Don't know about that move choice. Dig is not going to be all that effective to a water type. We'll see how much damage it does. Oh, it does really good damage, but Melodic recovers and heals back up. Not sure why he chose to go with Dig other than, like, say, a fighting type move. He uses Dig again. He does avoid the attack. And this is going to probably take Melodic down to about half. But it's not going to be enough. I feel like a stab fighting type attack would be way better than Dig here. But anyway, Salt goes down, and it's not looking good for Dylan. Squash is up 6 Pokemon to 3 now for Dylan. He throws in Kevin. Kevin is Durant. Kevin Durant. If y'all haven't got that joke by now. And a crunch from Durant. Okay, damage. Oh, and he gets his Aqua Ring up. See what Durant does now. Another crunch. It's not going to be enough to take it out, and a recover from Melodic. It's not looking good for Durant here. He hasn't taken any damage, but he's not really doing any damage either. Not when Melodic knows recover. And a Water Pulse coming out from Melodic. He's also getting health back from Leftovers and Aqua Ring. And that did a lot of damage to Durant. He's continuing to go with Crunch. Another Water Pulse. This should be it for Durant, leaving Dylan with only 2 Pokemon left. Leftovers and Aqua Ring giving Melodic a little bit of its health back. And a Gigalith comes out from Dylan. Got a Sandstorm going up. Dylan is at a type disadvantage at this point. I thought water was super effective to rock. It didn't say it was super effective. Anyway, decent damage coming in from Gigalith. Will we see? Yep, we will see another recover from Melodic here, as this Melodic has become a seemingly unbreakable wall. It bends, but it does not break. Good damage from Gigalith again. It's an uphill battle for this Gigalith, though, against this Melodic. Another Water Pulse. Gigalith should be able to hang on here. Yes, but it's confused. That's a big blow. Does get us an Earthquake off. Does really good damage. Also Sandstorm. Melodic's going to recover HP from Leftovers and Aqua Ring. Once again, now the question is, do we see another recover, or does he go ahead? Nope, he goes ahead and he takes Gigalith out. A little bit of lag going on here. Alright, that leaves Dylan with 1 Pokemon and still 6 for Squash. And this Melodic just continues to get health back. Feels like he's done enough damage to this Melodic to take it down 2 or 3 times, but it just continues to heal. Herdier is the final Pokemon coming out for Dylan. Herdier uses Takedown. He'll take damage himself. Oh, it almost takes it out, but it just hangs on, and Squash hits Recover, and all of Melodic's health, or not all of it, but a good chunk of his health is returned to it. If he had not clicked Recover right there, it would have fainted from Sandstorm. I believe it would have hit one more time. But it's not the case. He does use Roar to get rid of Melodic. This Herdier does not have a whole lot of life left, though. Comes in with a super effective Crunch. Does really good damage, but he's burned, and for a physical attacker, that is not good at all. Dylan's hanging on by a thread at this point. Probopass swapped in for Squash. Takes the Crunch, should not do much at all, maybe a couple points of HP. Herdier is being worn down by that burn. Squash withdraws Probopass to throw in Magneton, and Herdier uses Roar, and this should be game, as he will take damage from the burn once again. As we see Conqueror come in because of Roar. And that is, yep, that's it. Squash is the winner of our first battle in week 3, and we jump right into our next battle, which is Scout and Frankie. Frankie being on the top, and Scout being the one closest to you on your screen here. And immediately Frankie swaps into Dynamo from Gyarados, as that Thunderbolt would have been super effective, or 4 times effective actually, to that Gyarados. So good swap in from Frankie. Hits Dynamo with another Thunderbolt, and that should get rid of Dynamo. So Scout goes up 6 Pokemon to 5. Frankie comes in with Crookarook, which puts Thor here at a disadvantage, as Crookarook is ground and dark. Oh, but Thor stays in the game and uses a Flame Charge. This shouldn't do a whole lot of damage. Decent damage here. Thor does gain speed, but he was already faster, so it's kind of a mute point unless he can get Crookarook off the field. Oh, a lot of damage from that Sand Tomb, and he is now trapped. I believe Sand Tomb keeps him from being able to switch out, and he tries to Volt Switch out, but that does not affect Crookarook, so it's going to fail because Crookarook is ground. Thor's accuracy is lowered, and he's just hanging on here. Hit by Sand Tomb once again. See what Scout decides to do, as this Crookarook has got his Thor back into a corner. Frankie actually is the one to swap Pokemon here. Thor's going to use a Flame Charge into Magmar. Magmar does take the Flame Charge. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but Thor is burned, and this burn should finish it off. Not really sure why Frankie went ahead and swapped right there. Maybe he predicted that he would pull Thor out. I don't know. But it works out with the Flame Body taking Thor down. And a Cloyster comes in from Scout. And as they stare each other down, waiting on their trainers to decide what moves to click here. I feel like we're going to see Frankie. Wow. Sorry, Frankie. We're going to see Frankie make a change in Pokemon at this point. And that's what happens. Magmar goes back to his Pokeball, and Snorlax comes out. Oh, Cloyster uses Toxic, but it does not affect Snorlax. So a good call from Frankie. Icicle Spear from Cloyster. And a Yawn from Snorlax, leaving this Cloyster asleep in 2 moves. Unless he is swapped out. So we'll see if Scout decides to leave Cloyster in there. Cloyster uses Ice Shard. Decent damage to Snorlax. Snorlax counters with a Body Slam, and Cloyster falls asleep. And now Cloyster returns to Scouts, and Hippopotas comes into the game, puts up a Sandstorm, and is hit by a Body Slam that does a lot of damage here from Snorlax. He burrows underground using Dig, dodges the Body Slam. The Sandstorm is going to do some a little bit of damage to Snorlax here. A little chip damage. Frankie withdraws Snorlax to throw in Gyarados, who is Flying type and should not take any damage from this Dig. Yep. And Scout's Pokemon is still there. There's a glitch in Pokemon MMO where if you use Dig or Fly and it doesn't hit or dive, your Pokemon is invisible. So it is still there, even though you can't see it, and it is not underground right now. So it is open to attack from Dave the Gyarados. Oh, Scout decides to swap Pokemon, throwing in Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee will take a Waterfall from Gyarados. Oh, and it does massive, massive damage. See what Scout decides to do. Frankie changes Pokemon to Yamask. Hitmonlee uses Fake Out, but that will not affect Yamask. And Scout decides to take away Hitmonlee to throwing Gardevoir. Yamask uses Ominous Mind. Or Ominous Wind, I'm sorry, I can't read. Super effective, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Frankie withdraws Yamask to throw in Crookerrook. Yeah. Which gives him, and a Magical Leaf from Gardevoir. What a call by Scout. Taking Crookerrook out right away as his ground typing is weak to grass attacks. What a call there by Scout. And Magmar re-enters the game as Scout has taken the lead in Pokemon once again, as he still has 5 and Frankie is down to 4. Magmar uses Feint Attack, which becomes super effective and does quite a bit of damage here. A Psychic from Gardevoir does a lot of damage to Magmar as well, but as we saw, Magmar is faster. But Scout's choosing to keep his Gardevoir around for now and throws in Combustion. This Feint Attack shouldn't do a lot of damage, should not be very effective since Combustion is part fighting. Yes, not a very effective attack. And we'll see what Frankie decides to do now. Magmar uses Psychic. Should be a lot of damage here to Combustion. And it does, it takes it all the way out. So nice move pulled there from Magmar. And we are tied in Pokemon once again. Magmar barely hanging on. Cloyster is going to re-enter the match, but Cloyster is still asleep. A Confuse Ray from Magmar here. See if this Cloyster can wake up. It is still fast asleep. I think we'll see a swap here by Frankie. I think he chose to go for the Confuse Ray. No, he uses a Psychic. I was completely wrong. And Psychic takes Cloyster down. Wow, the special attack from this Magmar is insane. Scout now with 3 Pokemon, all of them taking a lot of damage. He does have the type advantage now by throwing out Hippopotas. Magmar uses Overheat. And finishes off Hippopotas. But his special attack does fall, leaving him where he does not have the same attack he had before. Takes a little damage from the Sandstorm. We'll see if he outspeeds the rest of Scout's Pokemon. If he does, it could be GG's for this match. Magmar has proven to be pretty quick. Another Psychic. And he is faster to Hitmonlee. I'll finish him off. And we will see Gardevoir enter the game. In order for Scout to win at this point, Gardevoir would have to, on no health, beat 4 Pokemon of Frankie's. It is going to be a tall task, and Magmar is faster, and this is going to be GG's. This Feint Attack does not ever miss. Alright, we're going to jump into our next battle. This is Matt versus Jacob. So the brother rivalry here. We have a Wobbuffet versus Ampharos. Ampharos chooses to use Discharge. And Faux Wobbuffet uses Destiny Bond. Now the way Destiny Bond works, I believe, is it has to be taken down in the same move that Destiny Bond is using. So since Ampharos, or maybe, I don't think, Ampharos is not going to take it down, so Destiny Bond is not going to do anything. He uses Mirror Coat. Oh, and it is a lot of damage. Mirror Coat does double the damage of any special attack taken by the Pokemon that uses Mirror Coat. This should be it for Wobbuffet. Now that puts Matt up 6 Pokemon to 5, but his Ampharos has taken quite a bit of damage, even though he heals just a little bit with leftovers. Jacob comes in with Pupitar. And you can see Matt's move pool here as he was going to choose Bulldoze. For those of y'all, I don't know if I told y'all or not, but I borrowed this video from Matt. Neither one of us had sound. And when mine didn't have sound, I deleted mine and then got it from Matt, and his didn't have sound either. So I'm using his video and doing a voiceover, so that's why you can see everything that Matt is doing right here, and you won't be able to see mine when we get to me because I'm using his video. Anyway, he's going to dragon dance his Feraligatr. Let's see what Jacob does. He withdraws Pupitar. A good call by Matt, and throws in Magneton. This dragon dance makes his Feraligatr absolutely lethal. It's insane how strong one dragon dance makes Feraligatr. He is going to hit it with a waterfall, it looks like, which is not going to be very effective, but with that dragon dance could still do quite a bit of damage. Oh, and it only hangs on because it has sturdy. And Jacob hits Electro Ball. Super effective, does quite a bit of damage, but he's not going to be fast enough to take this Feraligatr out. And Jacob is going to be in major trouble if he cannot outspeed this Feraligatr, who also got a speed boost from its dragon dance. Sigilyph comes in. Sigilyph is a pretty quick Pokemon itself, but I don't know that it can outspeed this dragon dance Feraligatr. It cannot. It gets hit with a super effective crunch. And there goes Sigilyph. Jacob is in trouble here. We'll see what he tries to do next. I don't know that he's going to have... Oh, Gengar is a quick Pokemon as well. We'll see if Gengar can get a hit off against this. He's also going to be hit with super effective damage from Crunch. And Gengar is not a defensive Pokemon, so... Yep, there goes Gengar. And Jacob is in some serious trouble here. Throws in Horsey. He has Horsey and Pupitar left, so it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Oh, Matt thought about using Dragon Dance. I feel like that would have been a jerk move if he would have. Oh, Horsey survives a crunch from a Dragon Dance Feraligatr. Wow. He used Substitute. Where'd the Substitute go? Oh, it failed because he didn't have enough health. That's what it was. Alright, Pupitar comes in. He's already weak. This should end the battle here, and we will jump into our fourth battle, which is me versus Tim, I believe, who before now y'all have not been introduced to in this series on my channel. I do not believe. Tim joined late. He took 2 forfeits in the first 2 weeks, and the reason for that is he missed the first 2 weeks. He joined in the 3rd week, so he raced all his Pokemon up, trained them and everything to get ready for this 3rd week and to catch up with us. So he's down. He's 0-2 on the season, but this is the first chance we get to see to battle him. I start off with a Volt Switch against his Conkeldurr, and I counter with an Espeon here. Conkeldurr uses Rock Tomb. It's been a month or more since this battle actually happened, so I'm watching like you guys. I do not remember the moves that I make here. See what Espeon does. I believe that lowered my speed, which is not good. He withdraws Conkeldurr. Shikaku, which is a Krokorok, and I use Future Sight. Forgot I had that move on there at that point, which was actually a good move considering he threw in a Dark-type Pokemon. And Grass Knot comes in, and Krokorok goes down. Wow. That was a really strong attack for a non-stab attack. He comes in with Yamask. I don't believe I have my full moveset. I know I don't because I still have Future Sight on Espeon, so he does not have his full moveset yet. Espeon used Psychic. And there goes Yamask. Espeon is showing off its special attack right now. And he throws in Saphira, which is Shelgon. I withdraw Espeon at this point, and Umbreon comes in. Umbreon being my defensive wall. A Crunch comes in from Saphira. Doesn't do much damage as Umbreon is a super defensive Pokemon, and he's also dark, just like the Crunch. I don't have my full moveset on him either. A double edge coming in from Shogun. I use Assurance. And he also takes the Future Sight, which does nothing because the Pokemon... Sorry about that. Go away. There we go. No, he was not the Pokemon that it was supposed to hit. So, another double edge. And another Assurance. Looks like Umbreon's going to go down here. A double edge from Saphira. And another Assurance from Umbreon. We're just trading blows at this point. Both Pokemon holding up very well defensively. If I remember correctly, Umbreon wins this somehow. Assurance? Maybe not. Oh, I used Quick Attack. I forgot that's why I had Quick Attack on it, and that finishes it off. Nice. Forgot I had Quick Attack on it at that point. And he throws in Little Gant. I do remember this battle. I don't remember all the moves that I used, but I do remember this battle, and he puts a really good strategy together right here. He uses Sleep Powder, but he misses. And I'm confused. I'll be honest with you. I'm confused at this point as to why he's using Sleep Powder, but you will see here in just a second. He puts Umbreon to sleep. I thought he would just take Umbreon out. I believe I had like 4 health at that point, but he does not. And you're about to see why with the next move that he uses. Quiver Dance. This is a super OP stat increasing move. Increases special attack, special defense, and speed. Incredible stuff. So I know at this point I have to swap out because he can just keep racing that up. So I throw in Flareon. And Flareon comes in. He uses Quiver Dance. Now, you have to remember, his speed's been raised twice, special attack and special defense have been raised twice. Flareon is not the fastest Pokemon here. I've got to get a hit off. That's my only chance. I got to take this thing down. But he uses Sleep Powder again, and it hits. So at this point, I am in a lot of trouble. He's already got 2 Quiver Dances up. I'm asleep with the only Pokemon that can probably one-shot this thing. And with now 3 Quiver Dances up, most likely, I'm not even going to say most likely, I'm 100% positive I don't have a Pokemon that can outspeed this thing, and its special attack has been raised 3 stages, which is really high. Now, he uses another one, that's 4. I'm trying to remember how many he uses, and I'm just praying Flareon wakes up at this point before he decides to actually start attacking. So he's got 4 up. And Flareon wakes up right here, and because Flareon is a physical attacker, Quiver Dance, raising special defense, does not help his defense at all. And he's already taken a little bit of damage from Umbreon, and I'm able to take him out right there. So if I hadn't woke up and he would have got his attack off, most likely my whole team would have got swept. So that's the turning point in the battle right there. And he does throw in, what is that thing called? I can't remember what the second form is called, but it is a water type, so I withdraw Flareon, throw in Umbreon just to take the hit and go ahead and go down, so the whatever Pokemon I throw in don't take this hit unnecessarily. Umbreon was useless at that point with only 4 health and being as slow as it was anyway, so that was my thinking behind that. Now I get a free switch in, and I throw in Jolteon. Most likely he's going to swap, but his Conkeldurr's already taken a lot of damage. So we'll see what he decides to do. Yes, they have a mean stare down. There you go. He leads him in to take the Thunderbolt. And there goes. I don't even know what he named that thing. And now his Conkeldurr is going to come back in. And one attack should take it down. Yes, sir. Alright, that's it, guys.